In this video, we will analyze the Manchester United vs Fulham match. Michael Carrick continues his positive streak with Manchester United. In this game, the English manager managed to defeat Fulham with a final score of 3-2. The visiting team actually put up a strong fight, nearly forcing Manchester United to settle for a draw at home. However, Carrick once again demonstrated that efficiency remains the defining characteristic of his United side. After almost being held back by a late goal, United secured the decisive goal through Benjamin Sesko, who had just come on. This marked 3 consecutive wins for Carrick's Red Devils. So, curious about the tactical flow of the match? Let's break it down together. Manchester United did not make many changes to the lineup they fielded this time. Bumo remained as the central striker, supported by the trio of Ahmad, Bruno, and Cunha. Cunha was positioned as the left winger, replacing Dorgu, who was sidelined due to injury. On the other hand, Fulham also made minimal changes to their squad. Marco Silva only substituted Kevin with Chukwueze on the wing, keeping the rest of the lineup identical to their match against Brighton. In terms of level and quality, Fulham is a team below United's previous opponents, Manchester City and Arsenal. Yet, surprisingly, in this match, the London side displayed a style of play that troubled Manchester United considerably. Statistically, they had an advantage in set pieces and possession, even if only slightly. Facing Fulham's press, United built up play using a 3 centre-back system. Dalot drifted towards the middle, creating an asymmetrical back 3 alongside Maguire and Lisandro. The home team seemed intent on taking the offensive initiative from the start, which was evident from their high defensive line. The Red Devils also positioned up to 5 players up front, aiming to dominate Fulham's defensive zone. Fulham, meanwhile, were not overly aggressive in pressing, but applied a relatively high defensive line when out of possession. Joachim Andersen and his teammates tried to trap United players who could launch fast attacks into their offset traps. The high defensive lines from both teams led to a fast-paced game from the very beginning. Both Fulham and Manchester United frequently created transitional situations during the first 15 minutes. Under Carrick, United is known for exposing the opponent's wide areas through switch play, a tactic clearly visible against Fulham. Many of United's attacks started from the wings, particularly the right side. They did not attack directly, but used quick switches to reach Amad Diallo when Fulham's defense was drawn to the left side. Lisandro progressed the ball to lure the defense to the left, then passed to Meno, who redirected it to Amad Diallo. The goal was to create a one-on-one situation. Ahmad then opted to cut inside and shoot. Fulham could respond well to these attacks, attempting in several instances to outnumber or at least match United's presence on the wings. This also meant they had to shift quickly towards Amad Diallo's side. Despite this, United managed to exploit Fulham's defense, particularly using aggressive players. Ahmad received the ball in circulation, and Cunha successfully broke through the right half space. His progression forced Chukwueze to commit a foul. The referee initially pointed to the penalty spot, but then overturned it to a free kick after a VAR review. Fulham could breathe a sigh of relief as United did not get a penalty. However, it was from this free kick that the first goal came. Bruno's delivery to the far post was met with a confident header from Casemiro. The ball nestled into Berleno's net, giving United the lead. In this play, Cunha's movement was notable. Originally plotted as a left winger, he managed to operate on the right. In Carrick's 3-2-5 shape, 3 free-roaming players were positioned up front: Bruno, Cunha, and Bumo. On several occasions, Cunha exploited gaps between the defenders thanks to this role. In the second half, attacks from the right side remained United's preferred route to score. A combination of wing play, high press, and Cunha's movement once again electrified Old Trafford. Cunha delivered a cross that was blocked by Andersen, but recovered by Fulham players. However, United's counterpress forced Robinson into a panicked and inaccurate pass, allowing the ball to return to the home team. Casemiro spotted Cunha moving into the half space and delivered a no-look pass to free him, allowing Cunha to once again find the back of Berleno's net, making it 2-0.
Manchester United indeed managed to exploit Fulham's left defensive side. However, the visitors had similar vulnerabilities. Marco Silva repeatedly exposed gaps on Fulham's wings, especially on the right side, though Casemiro often managed to cover them. During build-up, this wing frequently became a target. Meno and Casemiro applied high pressing on the right side, but Fulham easily bypassed United's press through quick passing combinations, allowing Smith Rowe to switch play to the left side. In transitional moments, Fulham also took advantage of these spaces. Another key point about Fulham, Chelsea's neighbors, is their tendency to exploit spaces between the lines and in the half space when United press high. On several occasions, Fulham players positioned themselves in these free zones to gain attacking momentum, receiving passes freely and facing United's backline one-on-one. Berg could progress freely through midfield and deliver passes to the right side of the defense. Fulham's ability to occupy spaces between the lines almost allowed them to reduce the deficit. Robinson made a penetration into this space, combining with Berg and then passing to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe attempted to break through midfield, but was brought down just outside the penalty box. Raul Jimenez took the resulting free kick, which hit the United wall. Chukwueze tried to capitalize on the rebound, but the ball hit the wall again. From the second rebound, Cunha managed to find the net, but unfortunately the goal was disallowed for offside. United's right side defensive vulnerability was eventually exploited. After several attempts, Fulham managed to take advantage of the space increasingly left open after Casemiro was withdrawn. The move started when United's midfield pushed up for pressing, isolating Dalot against two players. One of them, Jimenez, made a run from the far side. Berg delivered a through ball to Jimenez, who was moving into that space. Dalot appeared unable to catch the Mexican forward, while Ugarte pushed high. Maguire, the only cover, had to make a tackle that led the referee to award a penalty. Jimenez calmly converted the penalty, making it 2-1. In stoppage time, Fulham revived their hopes with a beautiful goal from Kevin Santos. Again, they tried to exploit the half space, with Sessegnon positioned perfectly. The former Tottenham Hotspur player combined with Kevin, who cut inside and unleashed a stunning shot to level the score at 2-2. Unfortunately, after equalizing, Fulham became vulnerable. Shortly after, United struck back through Benjamin Sesko, who had just come on. A gap opened on Fulham's left defense, and Lisandro delivered a direct pass to Ahmad. The Ivorian combined in a triangle with Mazraoui and Bruno. Bruno finished the move with a cross to Sesko, who successfully converted it into a goal, making it 3-2. Sesko's introduction was expected to boost United's crossing threat, and he had already tested Leno before scoring. His goal ultimately sealed Fulham's fate at Old Trafford. With this win, Carrick officially records a hat-trick of victories, winning all 3 matches since taking charge. He remains unbeaten in 6 games as United's manager. Manchester United's league position also benefited, securing 4th place right in the Champions League zone, with a total of 41 points from 26 matches. Next, United will face Tottenham Hotspur, who managed a draw against Manchester City in another fixture. It will be interesting to see how United's journey unfolds this season under Michael Carrick, and whether they can secure a Champions League spot for next season.